Imagine standing at the edge of a dark, infinite abyss, staring into the unknown. What do you see? What do you feel? For many, the abyss represents fear, chaos, and the unraveling of everything familiar. But what if I told you that this abyss both within and around us holds the key to unlocking your true potential? Stay with me, because by the end of this journey, you may discover truths that could change the way you see yourself and the world. The abyss is not a foreign concept. Throughout human history, from ancient philosophers to modern psychological theories, it has symbolized the invisible forces within our psyche and the vast uncertainties of existence. Today, we will not only explore what the abyss represents, but also how it shapes our choices, fears, and growth. You will learn how to face your own abyss, harness its power, and emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The abyss in philosophy and psychology, a journey into darkness. Friedrich Nietzsche once wrote, "When you gaze long into an abyss, the abyss also gazes into you." To him, the abyss was both a metaphorical and psychological reality, a space within the human mind, where we confront the challenges and truths we would rather avoid. But the abyss is not just a philosophical abstraction, it is a psychological truth. Carl Jung, the father of analytical psychology, described a similar concept he called the shadow. The shadow encompasses the parts of ourselves that we suppress, reject, or fail to recognize: our fears, insecurities, and unacknowledged desires. The abyss, then, is not just an external force. It exists within us all. Have you ever felt as though you were spiraling into chaos, when life became overwhelming and clarity seemed impossible? That is the abyss at work. It is the unsettling void where everything familiar crumbles, leaving you exposed to uncertainty. But here's the paradox. As terrifying as it may seem, the abyss is also a source of untapped power. Jung believed that confronting the shadow was essential for personal growth. Similarly, staring into the abyss is necessary for true self-discovery. The abyss: destruction and rebirth. The abyss holds a duality within it. On one hand, it symbolizes destruction, the annihilation of comfort, identity, and certainty. On the other hand, it represents creation, the opportunity to reinvent oneself and find strength in adversity. This mirrors the very cycle of life itself. From chaos comes order, and from order, chaos inevitably emerges. Danish philosopher Kierkegaard described this as the dizziness of freedom, the overwhelming sensation of standing on the edge of infinite possibilities. To him, the abyss was both a threat and an opportunity. It is the space where we confront the weight of our choices and the consequences of our freedom. So, how often do you find yourself avoiding difficult truths or uncomfortable situations? What if, instead of running, you chose to confront them? The abyss challenges us to face what we fear most, but in doing so, it offers a chance to grow. Failure: a bottomless pit or a launchpad. For many, failure is an abyss, a dark place where they question their worth and abilities. Yet, if you examine the lives of great innovators, leaders, and thinkers, you'll find a common thread. They did not fear failure. They embraced it. Take Thomas Edison, for instance. When asked about his thousands of failed attempts at inventing the light bulb, he famously replied, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." For Edison, the abyss of failure was not a void to avoid. It was a space to explore and learn. The lesson here is profound. The abyss, when faced with courage, becomes a crucible for transformation. It strips away illusions and forces us to confront our essence. And in that confrontation, we find clarity, strength, and purpose. The abyss as an invitation. So, what is your abyss? Is it fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown? How might your life change if you stopped running from it and started facing it? The abyss is not merely a challenge, it is also a teacher. Its lessons, though often cloaked in discomfort or pain, hold the keys to profound transformation. One of the most important lessons the abyss offers is the art of surrender. Surrender is often misunderstood as giving up, but in the context of the abyss, it means letting go of the illusion of control over every aspect of life. It means accepting uncertainty, embracing vulnerability, and trusting the process of growth. Think of a seed. Before it can grow into a mighty tree, it must first break apart in the darkness of the soil. It does not resist. It surrenders to the conditions necessary for transformation. Similarly, when we encounter the abyss, our instinct may be to fight it, to resist its pull. But sometimes, the greatest strength lies in allowing ourselves to be transformed by it. The choice when the abyss calls. Ultimately, The most important lesson the abyss teaches us is that it is not a one-time encounter. Life is a series of engagements with the abyss, each offering new challenges and opportunities for growth. So, the next time the abyss calls your name, what will you do? Will you turn away, or will you step forward, embracing it with courage, curiosity, and an open heart? The choice is yours, and in that choice, your power is revealed. This version preserves the essence of the original while enhancing its emotional depth and inspirational impact. What do you think? Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.